The Mobile County Public Schools presents Homeroom.
Hi, and welcome to Homeroom, where we introduce you to the students and the teachers that make Mobile County Public Schools the best schools in the state of Alabama. I'm your host, Renee Phillips, and today we're going to be talking about reading and some of the innovative programs that we have to keep our students learning. And joining me, I have Costala Brown, who's a reading coach at Griggs Elementary School.
Yes,
Hi.
ma'am. Hi.
Griggs is such a fun school to visit.
It is. It is absolutely amazing.
And you're the reading coach, so tell us what a reading coach is.
So my job at Griggs Elementary is to look at data, to analyze data, and I go in with teachers and we do coaching cycles where we hope for the kids to respond to the instruction that we are giving them.
Because reading is so important, and I always hear the thing that you learn to read and then you read to learn.
Yes, ma'am.
So is it so important to establish those skills beginning in kindergarten, right?
Absolutely. So for kindergarten, it's super important that they get those foundational skills, because in second grade, we want them to start reading to learn, and if they don't have those skills, it's going to be very difficult for them.
Right. So what do you do as a reading coach to help them? Because I always say it takes a miracle worker to teach a child to read. Like, it's so amazing to watch the progress of that.
So along with myself and all the other teachers at Griggs Elementary, we are enrolled in Letters. So Letters is the foundation of reading and teaching us how to teach our kids to read. So we literally just go in and we look at that data and we figure out what the deficits are and we teach to those deficits.
And teaching reading can look like so many different things, and I know we have some video that we're going to show of the teachers at Griggs teaching students to read.
Yes, ma'am.
And so how do you do that? I know you do some phonics programs. And
Yes, ma'am. So we have phonics, which is Phonics First. It's just our core program that we use to teach phonics. We also teach comprehension. So it's super important for our kids to understand oral language, because that is the foundation of reading as well. And then we teach our vocabulary, and it's writing as well. So you will see that in the video.
And one of the best things that teacher there is reading to her students. And you were telling me at Griggs that you have a program called Read Aloud Time?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
So during our Read Aloud Time, which will be the upcoming year, we're dropping everything at the end of the day, and we're just going to read to our kids. The teachers are, and we're going to instill the love for reading, no pressure. We're just enjoying reading together.
Because I think it's so important, and as a parent, it's important to encourage your children to read at home too, right?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. 20 minutes a day is the recommendation, just to read with your students. You know, if the kids are not able to read, you could do echo reading with them, or the kids can read one page and you can read the other page. So just any sorts of reading will help students.
Just exposing them to more books.
Right.
And let them choose some books at home too, right?
Absolutely.
That they're interested in.
Absolutely.
And I know there's an increased interest in how we teach reading and literacy with the Alabama Literacy Act. And what that is, it's requiring that all students, they have to perform well on a test by the third grade or they get held back.
Yes, ma'am.
So how is that affecting what you guys are doing in the classrooms?
For our teachers, it is definitely making us more intentional to help our students to find those deficits and to actually intervene, so that when they get to third grade and they're in ACAP, they're taking the ACAP, that they are actually proficient on that ACAP.
And that doesn't just start in the third grade.
No.
That starts as soon as they walk in pre-K or kindergarten, right?
Absolutely, and it also goes beyond the third grade as well. So, you know, with the Alabama Literacy Act, most people think it's a retention, but it's actually a promotion program. We want to make sure that we are getting our kids ready for the future to be lifelong learners.
And one fun thing that we do with the Literacy Act is the literacy camps.
Yes.
I know this is our 4th year to do it. I just love when I get to go visit one. I went to one yesterday. But the kids can come in during the summer. It's free. They get transportation. They get fed. And they have some fun activities. But it's just an extra deep dive into those skills, right, to learn, make sure they're reading on level.
Absolutely, yes, ma'am. So our literacy camps, we're designed to look at specific deficits. So we kind of group our kids based on the deficits, and we intervene just on that deficit. And it gives the teacher that more one-on-one time with the students, and the time that we crave for in our regular day-to-day. But you know, we're not always able to do that. So that's our time to do it.
I know it can be a challenge to get kids to come to school in the summer, but how do y'all encourage them to come?
We have attendance parties on Thursdays. So for our attendance parties, we literally just take around 20 minutes to have fun, and we raffle off fun gift cards, bikes, scooters, just any fun thing, slip and slides, and the kids absolutely love it, and they want to come just to get those prizes.
And I know I've been there on some days, like when they're wrapping up, because it's during June, and the kids will say, do we come back next week? And they're like, no, you'll get your summer break, and we'll see you in August.
Yes.
So the kids are really loving it, don't you think?
Absolutely. We had a kid just the other day that was like, do we have to leave? And I'm like, you get to come back tomorrow. You get to come back. So they absolutely love it.
And as a teacher, does that just warm your heart that they want to be there and they want to learn?
Absolutely. So for me, as a facilitator, that was in planning our summer literacy camp. The one thing I said is student engagement, and I want the kids to learn, and it's just so rewarding to see that.
Right, and you get to see it for a whole month in the summer.
Yes.
And all year long.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you for what you're doing. It is so important that they learn to read, and I just think that it's a great job that you guys are doing down at Griggs. So we have to break for commercial, but when we come back, we're going to introduce you to Paul Agnew with Nan Gray Davis Elementary School and talk to him about some of the strategies they are using to teach their kids to read and learn. So stay tuned for Homeroom.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
Hi, and welcome back to Homeroom. Today I'm introducing you to some of our fantastic educators who are doing some innovative things in their classrooms and in their schools to help our students learn. So joining me now, I have Paul Agnew. Hello. So you're principal at Nan Gray Davis.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was your first year, and it was a pretty successful year.
It was an outstanding year, absolutely.
What was it like to come into a new school?
There's always a little trepidation and nervousness, but it's an outstanding group of teachers, outstanding staff, and some great kids and great families to work with.
And what I love about your story is you were a math teacher at Baker, then you were the math supervisor, and you were an AP, and now you're principal at Nan Gray Davis, and now you're known for your reading.
Well, I don't know about that, but yes, a math teacher at heart, and now trying to figure out reading.
Right. And you're obviously doing an amazing job because you were named the Alabama Literacy Council's Outstanding Administrator of the Year. So tell us what did you do to get that?
That's a great question. I think the ARI Regional Literacy Specialist nominated me, but I really view it much more as, a recognition of the work that the teachers are doing at Nan Gray Davis and the outstanding results in student achievement at our school.
So we spotlighted you guys recently as part of our Mobile County Public Schools Facebook page. We spotlight one school a week, and so we have some video where we went down to Nan Gray Davis to visit. So let's watch the video.
Jack slammed the book shut. Just plants, no meat. Good, said Annie. Let's go up close. Are you crazy? Said Jack. Don't you want to take notes about him?
In our data meetings, we were realizing that students were struggling with vocabulary and just comprehension skills, and so we decided that we would help model good reading for our students. And so we are intentional in the books that we select. We choose books that's going to introduce students to vocabulary and context, and then our teachers ask comprehension-based questions. But aside from the academic benefits, we select books so that all of our kindergarten and first grade teachers are reading the same book, second and third grade teachers reading the same book, and same for fourth and fifth, because then our students have a shared experience. They're all reading the same book at the same time, so they get to have conversations in the hallway, at PE, at recess, on the bus, about what's going to happen next, or can't believe what character did in the story. So it's a great experience for our students to have that shared opportunity and that shared experience.
We read chapter books, and for my kids it's really great because they're learning to read, and so they're learning to become readers, and they absolutely love that time just to be able to hear someone read to them.
I like how we get to discuss at the end if we like the book, and I like how we talk with our classmates, and we always have fun while doing them.
And it's so busy all day, but having that time to really sit and read together, they absolutely love, and it's a great time for me as well.
So does the teacher pick the book, or?
They do, and in fact, the way we've set it up, which makes it a little bit unique, is that each hallway is reading the same book at the same time. So all of our 4th and 5th graders are reading the same book, all the 2nd and 3rd graders the same book, and same for kindergarten and first. And what we wanted to create with that is a shared experience. So as students leave the classroom and get on the bus or sit outside waiting for somebody to pick them up, they get to talk about what's been happening in the story and have that shared experience about what they think might be happening next and what they've enjoyed about the book so far.
And what's that like as an administrator to see the kids get excited and talking about, hey, today this happened in the book?
It's neat to see when I'm standing at bus line and I hear the kids walking out to the bus talking about what they just read or what they just heard, and even though they're not in the same class, now it kind of builds that cohesiveness throughout the school.
And it's still, no matter how old you get, it's fun to have somebody read to you.
Absolutely. We enjoy that.
Yeah.
And even when I taught high school, I remember high schoolers enjoyed having teachers reading to them. And yet, even while building that love of learning, the teachers are able to model good strategies while reading and ask questions of the students, what do you think might be happening next, or what did you notice about this character? And so it's modeling good strategies for students even while we're just really taking time to enjoy the book.
Right, and so you were recognized as the outstanding administrator, but we also had an outstanding middle school teacher, Mallory Boykin at Denton Magnet School, and we're going to hear from some of people from Denton in a little bit about what they're doing with A+ College Ready, and then also Courtney Thompson, who's now at Fondy. So I just think we're doing a fantastic job, aren't we, with the reading?
Absolutely, and I think what Central Office does to provide the support to teachers, especially now as we move into a new course of study and a new adoption this coming school year, I think the support that's wrapped around all of our teachers to help them be the best that they can be and bring out the best in our students is a great thing for our system.
Right, and at Nan Gray Davis, y'all do so much more than reading. How's the math, the science, social studies? Is it all going well?
It all works together, and I think, in reading, one part is that informational text, being able to draw out the importance of reading informational text, which carries right over into social studies and science. And so we really do, our teachers do a great job of trying to be cross-curricular and finding opportunities to build those literacy skills no matter what we're actually teaching at the time.
Right, and you're doing a great job. What a great first year. We look forward to seeing what you do in your second year.
Well, thank you so much.
And your third and your fourth. But we've got a break for commercial, and when we come back, I'm going to introduce you to Melissa Wiggum, who's the principal at Mary B. Austin Elementary School, and she'll talk about some of their innovative learning. So stay tuned for Homeroom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good, how are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
Hi, and welcome back to Homeroom. Joining me now, I have Melissa Wiggum, who's the principal at Mary B. Austin Elementary School. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And we want to talk to you about innovation, because you guys take a very innovative approach to education at Mary B. Austin. Why do you think that's important?
It's important that students have these opportunities where they integrate all the different curriculum, all the different standards. It gives them real-world experiences. It also creates a great learning environment. And those things are very important for children in the elementary setting.
And as educators, you handle the pedagogy of it, but you make it interesting and fun for the students, right?
Right. So what the teachers do, they take all of the different standards for those quarters or that semester, and they integrate that. And so then students are able to have a culminating project, and then they get to research things that they are interested in. And so when our students are interested, then you know that learning is going to occur because it's of their interest. And so they get to build on those standards, and they learn.
Through problem solving and all of that. And one great example that we have of that is your Earth Day program, and we have some video of that. So let's watch the kids perform in their Earth Day celebration.
Get it! Save the planet! We like our water and we like our air, so don't go garbage anywhere.
First grade has always done an Earth Day program because that ties to their standards in science and whatnot. And my job as Streamlab is I kind of introduce the project that they're working on, and I just kind of did an overview of the whole lesson. We talked about what Earth Day is and how we can be kind to our planet Earth, on what we can do, and we did a talents activity where we did many varied unusual ways that we can make a promise to Earth. And for our Earth Day promise, what would you do? And so they came up with many different kinds of activities that they could do to help Mother Earth. Just turning off the water when they're brushing their teeth, not taking a long shower, recycling water bottles. And one even brought up one way that we do it here at school is that we have the special water fountains where you can just go up and refill your own water bottle. So that was one by bringing a reusable water bottle and filling up at school instead of bringing plastic.
And I love the music from that program. I got to see it live a couple of times, and those songs are probably going to be in my head all day long, huh?
Yes, they're always in my head.
But that's a way, too, to incorporate the arts, because they made their T-shirts, and they're singing and dancing and enjoying it. So is that important, too? I know y'all do that at Mary B. Austin with the arts.
Yes, we also, they collaborate with the fine arts teachers, also with the music teacher. So they're able to take all of these different standards from fine arts, from science, from math, social studies, and reading, and they're able to make meaning, and they're all able to build on all of those standards and collaborate with everyone across standards, and I think that's what gives it that experience in the classroom that makes it meaningful for students.
I love it. Well, thank you for everything that you're doing for our students at Mary B. Austin. You're doing a fantastic job, and we have to break for commercials, so stay tuned for Homeroom.
Your Mobile County Emergency Management Agency, alerting you to the emergency through our warning systems and alert apps. Visit our website at mcema.net to find out more. Remember, storms and other emergencies don't last forever. Be prepared, and let's stay safe together.
A public service message from this station and Mobile County Emergency Management Agency.
Hi, and welcome back to Homeroom. Today I'm introducing you to some of our educators who are taking innovative approaches in the classroom to teach our students. And so joining me now from Denton Magnet School of Technology, I have Deborah Quinones, who's the Media Specialist and A+ College Ready Coordinator. That's a lot. And Principal Alistair Stevenson. And you've been recognized several times over the years, Denton has, for being one of the top schools in Alabama for your technology. But this year, you got recognized for a brand new program that you have called A+ College Ready. So first, I want to ask you about the technology part of your curriculum. You guys are doing some pretty awesome things there.
Yeah, we are, we've always been excited to showcase our technology programs. All of our electives besides band do have a technology focus, and like you said, we've been recognized both state and nationally for our technology electives and the awards that our students and our school has received. So it's exciting to be recognized for an academic award.
So you have, I know, champion robotics students, champion computer coders, but this year you became the first school in Mobile County, the first middle school to offer A+ College Ready. So Mr. Stevenson, what's that like to offer that program, and what does it do?
It's great to offer that program. This is the first year that we've implemented it at Denton, and we were the only school until this upcoming school year. We were the only school that was doing that program in Mobile County. The program provides incentives. It's a really innovative program that provides curriculum, strategies for the teachers, strategies for the principals. It provides training. It's a very supportive program, and we're very honored to be able to implement it.
And prepping those students so they're prepared for high school and college and beyond. And what a great first year you had, because you received this award because you had some of the top scores in the entire state.
Yes.
So what was that like to?
Yeah, so our 7th graders take the PSAT, the PSAT 8-9, and then they take it again as 8th graders. And so the increase in their scores is the reason why we received this award as a School of Excellence for 2023. It goes to show the success of the program and our students, and we're so excited for their success and the work that our teachers have put into that. We were asked as a first-year school to improve our PSAT scores by 55 points. We actually exceeded that and grew by 70 points.
Oh, wow. So that's fantastic. And I'm sure to do that, you have to have buy-in from all the teachers, all the students, and they have to work together to reach that goal, right?
Well, buy-in was very important. When we first came about doing the program, we wanted to make sure all of the teachers were bought in, but we wanted our community to buy in too. Without the buy-in, then the program couldn't have been as successful as it was.
And I've talked to some students, they love it because they get an incentive if they improve their test scores.
They do.
Like
Yes.
cash.
They get a $50 gift card as middle schoolers if they,
Which is like $1,000 for us, right?
yeah, if they increase their scores with that goal set in mind.
Mhm. And the reason you did it, you were saying that you surveyed your students who've moved on to high school, and what did you learn from that?
I did. I sent a survey to all of our freshmen who were freshmen in high school last year who were attending a advanced academic program. I asked them questions about how Denton programs help them succeed in their high school curriculum, what we did well, what we could have done better in, and I used that data and those responses and compared what we felt we were lacking in just a little bit when searching for the A+ program, and it seemed to fill all of those gaps, and we're so excited for once those students leave us to be successful in any program that they decide to do in high school.
Can I piggyback off that a little?
Yes.
So coming from, before I came to Denton, I was an administrator at a high school.
Mhm.
And you know, at the high schools, they have so many programs to prepare the students to be college ready.
Mhm.
However, the students coming out of middle school are not always prepared to take those programs. So what we're doing at Denton and what the A+ does is really goes a long way to helping those students to be ready for those programs so they can become involved in the high school and become successful.
And it fills those gaps.
Correct.
Right? And because when you think of the A+ College Ready program, it's mostly in high schools, isn't it? So to be a middle school to get it, that's pretty cool.
Right, and it's not just about the curriculum. Our teachers receive training on Marzano strategies and classroom strategies to help students be successful. You know, teamwork, not just things that are going to help you do well on a test, but teamwork, collaboration, students tracking their own progress, and things that are going to make you successful in any career or job that you decide to do once completing high school.
Right, so it sounds excellent. And the students, they like it? They like this new approach?
They love it. They love it. You can just see when you walk into the classroom that they're engaged, and then they'll come, they come to my office sometimes telling me about what they've been doing. There's just a genuine excitement with the students at Denton.
Good. If you can get middle schoolers excited, then you've done something right? Well, thank you for everything that you're doing. Congratulations for all the awards you've gotten this year, especially for the A+ College Ready School of Excellence. We're very proud of you, and we look forward to seeing what you do in future years with that
Thank
program.
you. Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing those kids go on to high school and college. So we've got a break for commercial, but when we come back, we're going to hear from Ursula Martin, who's in our Instructional Technology Division. So stay tuned for Homeroom.
What's the matter, baby? You're not feeling good?
School-aged children are at a higher risk of getting and spreading germs and viruses. To help protect the spread, students are encouraged to stay home when sick. Parents, it's important for your child to remain at home at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever of 100 degrees or higher without the use of medications. Please help us maintain a healthy learning environment.
Hi, and welcome back to Homeroom. I've been introducing you today to some of our innovative educators who are teaching reading and other skills to our students. And as we're doing this, we're doing the read alouds, we're learning with books, we're also utilizing technology in everything we do. So I have Ursula Martin, who's the coordinator of instructional technology for Mobile County Public Schools. Welcome.
Thank you.
And so you have a big job. You've got the technology. We have the one-on-one initiative where every student in the district gets a laptop, a computer. And so how are we using these? I know we're not using them to replace the teaching, it's to enhance the learning, right?
Absolutely, it is to enhance the learning. So, of course, once COVID hit, there were some realizations that we needed to make some changes in our classrooms, and we needed to be able to provide a little bit more technology to our students. And hence came the one-to-one initiative. And this allows teachers to bring that technology into the classroom to engage the students a little bit more. So definitely not replacing our teachers. Our teachers are the most valuable resource to our students. But to be able to enhance what they're teaching with that technology is a gold mine for our students. So many times that technology provides an opportunity for our students to move around and complete activities. That technology also supports our state standards. So we do have digital literacy and computer science standards for our students. So this allows for that as well.
Because technology is part of our lives, and especially part of our children's lives.
Yes.
And we have to teach them to use them responsibly as well.
Yes, ma'am, we do. So digital citizenship is a big part of that as well. And so we do teach our students how to properly use those devices. And that device use looks a little bit different in the classroom versus what they know to do at home with their devices. So we're preparing them as well.
And I'm always amazed when I visit a classroom or even with my own children to see what they can do with technology and how teachers are getting creative, because it's not just necessarily write a paper on this, but they may say create Google Slides, and they're still learning the same things. They're summarizing, they're doing the character analysis, the themes and all that, but they're doing it in a more creative way, or they're building a podcast.
Yes.
So is that the types of things that maybe it makes it more interesting for the students?
Yes, ma'am, it is very much. Those activities like what you mentioned, for them to build a slide deck, allows them to incorporate the 4 C's into their classroom. So that's communication, creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking. And we want to see those things with our students, and technology provides a way for that to happen in the classroom with what the teachers are teaching.
And they can responsibly research
Yes.
and then compare and contrast, do all the same academic skills, but
Yes.
with our modern twist on it.
Yes.
And now as a parent, I'm familiar with the Schoology platform, so I want you to tell us about that, because that's the kids do their assignments through Schoology, turn it in, but I can check in and see how my kids are doing, right?
Yes, ma'am, you absolutely can. So Schoology is our learning management system, or LMS, as you may hear that said. And this does allow for our students to complete assignments that are uploaded into Schoology. But it allows our parents to still keep track of our kids. So the parents are able to log in and see, hey, little Johnny is doing well and they've done everything they needed to. Or they've missed an assignment and they're able to actually communicate back with their teachers about, make up assignments for students that may have been absent. So it's a great platform for our students to be able to upload their work and for parents to still be able to see what the students are doing.
They can see the grades, and I know I've gone on there before and I've noticed, oh, your paper is due tomorrow, or your math test is tomorrow.
Yes.
And so it's helpful with that, and just keeping track. You miss this assignment, you need to talk to your teacher about that. So a great tool to use at home. And you have so many great tools. We've been talking a lot in this show about our college readiness and about literacy. I know the district offers parents and our teachers and our students resources. So what are some of your favorites?
So my favorite's Nearpod, and we use Nearpod for a lot of things for our teachers and our students. So as you mentioned, digital literacy, we have digital literacy connections that we built into Nearpod for the teachers. So as they're teaching the students, they have a resource bank to pull from, and then they're able to offer those lessons to the students and get real-time feedback from those students as to their understanding of the content area. So definitely Nearpod's going to be my favorite. As we are venturing into our computer science standards, we have Discovery Education that supports that, because coding is a big part of that as well. So we have digital Discovery Education for that, and we also have a few other programs, Formative and Edpuzzle, that also make the classroom interactive for the students, so they're able to watch videos and answer questions for a formative assessment of what they're seeing or what they're reading or what they're doing in their classroom.
And some are songs that teach them about chemistry or whatever. I've seen some of those on my
Yes,
computer.
Vocabulary. So
Is that
that's
what
an
that one
awesome
is?
tool.
Okay.
Yes. Vocabulary and Nearpod actually are under one umbrella, but it allows the students to get creative. They get to create their own song and rap, but it's on the content. So it still helps the teacher understand, hey, they're really getting this. So creative ways for them to share how they learn or what they've learned.
And reinforcing what the teacher is teaching them. That's awesome. So thank you for what you're doing with technology and helping our students to enjoy their learning experiences and to enhance it. That's all the time that we have for Homeroom. I hope you've enjoyed the show as we've met some of our fabulous educators. So we'll see you next time on Homeroom.